We got to talk about this. Kliff Kingsbury is reported to be joining USC staff as the senior analyst for the offense. Can we just be honest right now? Kliff Kingsbury is the GOAT for this, dude. Think about his timeline in the last few months. Gets fired by the Arizona Cardinals as the head coach. Gets a massive buyout. He's going to be making about $27.5 million. Says, peace out, I'm going to Thailand. And that's what anybody should do when they get handed several $1 million and fired from their job. Cool, taking a vacation with all my money that I just have coming in now. And now he's headed to work with the best quarterback in all of college football in Caleb Williams in a beautiful city in Southern California, which is Los Angeles. And if you disagree on the beautiful city part, you can't disagree that the climate is absolutely perfection. And to be working with a quarterback that is Caleb Williams, he is 1,000,000% going to parlay this into another job at some point in time. Like, this is the equivalent of getting, the layup job that's going to help him get whatever his next job is. And this is not a dunk on Kliff Kingsbury. This is actually the exact opposite. To be getting this role now, Kliff Kingsbury is the GOAT. Okay, make sure you're subscribed, though, to the On3 YouTube channel. We talk ball here every single day. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at JDPikel. Okay, now with that out of the way, the question has to be asked. How does this change USC for 2023? What impact does this have on their next season? Because the offense is already really good. They're already going to score probably over 40 points a game yet again. They're probably going to be in the top tier of the Pac-12 yet again. So what does it change adding another offensive mind to the equation? Doesn't hurt. The way that I look at it, USC is already a really nice house, beautiful infrastructure. You got a pool in the backyard, got a great view from the backyard overlooking the city, much like Lincoln Riley's house, I believe. But the reality is you just added a really great couch. Like, hey, man, this is awesome. Couch looks good in the house. But it doesn't really change the valuation of the house. It doesn't probably change the way that you think about the house. You're glad to have a nice couch. That is Kliff Kingsbury. But what is the problem with the house? Well, the lawn doesn't look great. Defense doesn't look great. Saw them play against Utah twice. Second time around, the defense was the issue yet again. Couldn't stop anybody. Played Tulane in the New Year's Six Bowl. Get embarrassed. Like, USC fans, I think, would agree with this. They got embarrassed by Tulane. That was not the expectation. That's not the standard at USC for defensive football. So the lawn still has issues. I like that we added a couch, but the real problem that we had here originally still exists. Now, I think the exciting thing for USC as it pertains to that lawn is some of that has to do with strength, conditioning, and nutrition. And they sound like they're taking strides with that. Lincoln Riley has talked about it many times. He's excited about the direction that's heading. So you hope that there's maybe some positive ROI and some change in that department, quite frankly, with what you could do from a toughness standpoint. But the issue is still the issue. Nice to have a nice couch in the house, but the lawn still has problems. So while it may not impact 2023, here's the footnote in the story. Here's where this could really be a factor. Who is USC currently recruiting pretty heavily right now? Number one quarterback in the 2024 cycle, five-star quarterback, Dylan Raiola. USC's in the mix, Georgia's in the mix, Nebraska's in the mix. You add a guy like Kliff Kingsbury to the equation, it can't hurt. It can't hurt because Kliff Kingsbury has worked with Pat Mahomes when he was at Texas Tech, and Pat Mahomes now the best player in football, period. Johnny Manziel, not in the league, but still put up numbers when he was in college, got himself a Heisman Trophy. Case Keenum also put up numbers in college, who's still in the league. Kliff Kingsbury has a track record of working with successful quarterbacks. And oh, by the way, he's also been an NFL head coach. I say this all the time. If you want to get to the professional level of whatever it is, football, hotel administration, business, whatever it is, you go to the best program that's going to get you teed up to do what you want to do professionally. For USC, having Kliff Kingsbury now saying, yeah, I've been to the NFL. Yeah, I've worked with these guys. Yeah, I can get you to be successful. That might be a positive pitch for Dylan Raiola. I can't imagine that hurts anything for Dylan Raiola. Now, Kliff Kingsbury was at USC at one point in time as the OC, finds himself right back in Los Angeles, working with Lincoln Riley. I think it's a good thing. Is it monumental? No. Is it a good thing, especially on the recruiting trail with Dylan Raiola? I think so. It's a nice pitch to make. So Kliff Kingsbury headed to USC. Going to be the senior analyst for the offense, working with the QBs. Will undoubtedly parlay that into another job at some point in time in the future. But the Trojans have another offensive mind in that meeting room. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.